We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Turn it up. Let the speakers boom.
Hello guys, hope you're all doing sensational like Chris Brown and Davido and Luje on that project of theirs from 1111, the album. We're doing okay. Welcome to our podcast one more time, and of course we'll be talking about issues that are actually making news, that is mainstream, social media, print media, everything. But we also believe that not every story get to have a chance to be on prime time or on any broadcast, so some of them are killed, and it doesn't mean that they're not good stories. So joining me on this set is my sister Roksana. Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you feeling sensational?
Of course, I'm feeling sensational.
Yeah. So the big story this week and for the last like 20 days has been femicide, and women are have actually sounded an alarm like, yo, this need to stop. Can you please bring us up to speed what this is actually about?
Well, femicide is when ladies apparently have been killed, but now this year the numbers have really risen, because every week we hear 2-3 girls have been killed, and that's what have been happening in Kenya.
That's what's been going on for the last it's crazy, 3 weeks or something. It's a big story. It's not breaking story because it's something that has been going on for the longest time possible. Why is it important right now? Why is it so much everywhere right now?
Because right now we actually feel the urge to speak up, because this is something that has been happening, but now it has been happening so much this year. That's why we feel like, no, this one has to end. The other times we just brushed it off, like we were like hearing maybe a lady has been killed somewhere, and we're like, oh, okay, because maybe it is maybe once a month or something, but this one every single week we have to hear something. Now we just have to talk about it at the moment.
Talking about it, of course, begins by me and you sitting here and actually having our honest discussion, honest conversation about whatever is going on in our beautiful country. If you're on Twitter, which I know you are, you've seen the hashtag Stop Killing Women, you've seen the hashtag End Femicide KE. Those are very good hashtags. They have purpose. It's very rare for you to see things that have purpose on Twitter, but this one is very important. So we have the case about Scarlett, who was killed. This the first big case that we had this year, and it said that she was targeted by a man, of course, and this is also pointed at the online dating and everything, and it said that these people are targeting women. You know what I'm saying? The women that they meet online and everywhere. I don't know. Personally, are you really safe online? Are you really talking to people online? Are you having these conversations online that might lead to you meeting these people in real life?
I feel like everybody is having a conversation with someone online. Even just commenting a video that has been posted, people react. Like if you post a picture right now on Facebook, on Instagram or something, most people will comment down there. That is having a conversation, And we've been having online dating for the longest time, but now it has raised concern now that people are being killed. So I can say, yes, you are in danger, but again, we can't stop having conversation with people because you are in danger.
Because people are in danger and everything. Of course, we have reports from the police, we have reports from the government actually showing that, at least women between 15 to 49 have experienced cases of violence, GBV, femicide once in their lifetime. From where you come from your area, have you experienced these cases? Have you seen these things happening?
I have seen this case happening, but I feel like we have been normalizing, especially a tribe in Kenya. They have been normalizing beating women because
yeah.
they feel like that is an expression of love. So
Yeah.
when you're in that tribe, you're married to that tribe, and then you're beaten and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. Maybe where you're raised, you
Yeah.
don't believe in violence and everything, and now the elders are telling you this is how we show love. You know, and even our fathers, you know, like they didn't really bring us up with soft love. This
Yeah.
wanted to really raise you on a tough love. Like
Okay.
even, I don't know if you've watched these videos where a content creator is coming to you and telling you, call your dad and tell them, or call your mom and tell them you love them, you know. And the reactions are crazy.
And they
just
tell
telling
you, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Kwani wewe ni mjinga?
You're like, I'm just telling you I love you.
So that kind of tough love right now might be transitioning into marriages, relationships and courtships and everything, where you have one person who doesn't believe in this, they were not raised like that, and the other person, that's their blueprint, that's what they know about love.
Exactly.
But these two people have to seamlessly be together and create their own family, create their own blueprint.
Yeah.
Do you think that is where the trouble is? That's where the issue is?
To some extent, yes,
Yeah.
because when you're raised, of course, you have these beliefs that you believe. You've been taught A is the alphabetical order is A, B, C, D. You know. Now you're telling me I have to start with Z, Y, X. You know. So it again becomes a little bit trouble. But if you're open-minded, again, it becomes easier because you know you have to learn things and you have to unlearn things.
For sure.
Because our parents are also human beings. You know, they made mistakes even while raising us, even though they had the best interest at heart.
For sure. I have some report here by Africa Uncensored Online. This is actually a very good media outlet. I think it's run by John Allen Namu and friends. They do their investigative women. So their big story here is who is killing the women. And they have actually kind of data. Husbands, like 241 cases. Husbands are killing their wives and everything. Then we have the boyfriends, 130 cases. Strangers or unknown relationships, 99. Friend or people who are known to the victim, 22. Ex-husband, 19. Family member, 18. Ex-boyfriend, 17. The only weird part of this is like the husband is actually topping this, 241, while we believe that families should be like the safest place for both the wife and the husband.
Yeah. It is so sad. You know, we always say that when you're meeting your husband or your wife, you're meeting a stranger. This person, you're not blood related, is not your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. But for some reason, you just have to make it work. And remember, this person, your wife cooks for you every single day.
For sure.
You know how you always say, me, I want a wife who cooks. Okay, so wife material who cooks.
Of course.
But how sure are you she's not going to put poison in your food?
You just got to believe, you know,
have to
blindly.
believe. You sleep with this person on the same bed for how many years? You don't know if one day she's just gonna or he's just gonna wake up and just stab you. You don't know. You just trust.
Scary.
But again, it happens when someone just, like a friend of mine, they were having troubles with a girlfriend. And he woke up at night, the girlfriend was standing, looking at him like this. Like it's the middle of the night, you're just sleeping, unajigeuza, una dream and everything. Then butuka tu hivi ukiangalia,
someone is looking at you like,
staring at you like this.
Nahama.
What will you do at that point?
I was like, yo, it's just like, I can't even tell them to park and go. I'm the one who is parking.
You're leaving the house forever.
I'm leaving the house. Just like continue standing. I'll see you in the morning and I'm just gone forever. But how do we now make our homes safe for ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Because this is it. Boyfriends are killing, you know, the people, girls know, or victims known to the victims are still in danger. So left, right, and center, you girls are actually in danger. So what do you suggest we do as men who are with you in these relationships, in these homes, and we go to party and everything?
Like if things are not working, just leave. Because I feel like there is always that altercation when maybe you've had an argument, that's what leads to these things, you know. But if things are not working, or if I've done something and it's not like adding up to you, it's not making sense, just pack and go. Because the moment you're staying there, the more anger issues in a raise, the more you feel like this person, I can kill this person, you know. And just leave. That's the safest
living
option.
is safe. You know, when you leave, nobody dies.
And
like
plus,
that.
I know it's hard to live. Like someone you've been married to like 20 years and you're like,
you've invested in them.
Hey, it's hard, but it is the safest option.
This report further says that Nairobi County, Kiambu County, and Nakuru County have reported the highest incidences of femicide-related killings.
Kiambu?
You know what I'm saying? Kiambu County, Nakuru County, and Nairobi County. You know what I'm saying? So I think it makes a lot of sense because the other day the head to Rita was actually found in Kiamba Dam in Kiambu County, and I think it's also because Kiambu is closer to Nairobi, kinda. It's actually for somebody who doesn't know the boundaries, and you won't even know that you're in Kiambu County or Nairobi County. Yeah. So for a girl from Nakuru County, I know you. I know where you're raised. I know your neighborhood and everything. Yeah. Girls are still being raised there right now. Yeah. You still go there to say hi to your families and everything.
Every weekend.
Do you get scared that your mother still lives there, or your sister, or your friends? And
I do.
When you see data like this, pitching Nakuru County as one of those areas with very many cases like this one.
I do. Actually, I do. I get scared because in Nakuru we've had so many cases. No, this is femicide. It's on the list. Yeah. When you talk about youth being in a gang and everything, Nakuru, but we got top 3. You know, like I'm scared at times. I feel like I just want to like go have like just take my family and just share them and take them somewhere safe. But there is nowhere that is safe. You know, it's somewhere that we've been raised. It's somewhere that we've grown up to. To wherever we are at the moment.
Do you feel like there's something you might do to make your area more safer, or to make people understand this conversation better, so that both the men and the women can take care of themselves, like something you're doing per se, giving back to your hood, giving back to Nakuru County, and like make things better?
At the moment, I'm not doing anything. Yeah. Because it is scary. The hood is, especially where we are from. Yeah. It is scary. Even just tell an Uber guy to just take you there at maybe from 6 p.m. These people will not take you there.
They're not going there.
They will not take you there. But now, let me just be honest, I'm not having conversation with anybody because I'm also scared, because those people, hey, no goes on, my friend.
You feel like there's nothing you can do to help your county? No. Yeah, no. Don't ask what. Just ask yourself what you can do for your country, not what your country can do for you.
You know, it starts from the bigger, like the government, because even our leaders. It should start with our leaders, because they're the people who they have the influence.
What do you think they can do to stop femicide, though? What
this
can
conversation, create job opportunities. You know, because when someone is busy, then they are not thinking about killing someone. They're not thinking about someone did A, B, C, D. You know, the reason as to why people are in these gangs, the reason as to why people are killing each other.
They're idle.
They're idle. Okay. So if you give us something to do, which they have started doing, because there is, they're always. I've seen small guys playing football, going to tournaments.
Kamkunji, Kamkunji, stadium around your home area. Have you ever gone to Kamkunji?
Yes, I have. Always take my small brother to go play football.
That's pretty good. So recently, of course, we are pointing at economic empowerment. People don't have jobs and everything, because Rita's case pointed to that. Because the allegedly we are told that the person who killed that demanded 500K as ransom. So you're pointing at a case where people don't have maybe enough jobs. People don't have maybe something to look forward to economically. So that is there, but also on the other side, you're looking at this story in a way that, especially with Rita's case now, because Scarlett died earlier. So I believe Rita saw the news and saw, somebody died in an Airbnb, a girl like me died. And she still went to that Airbnb with a stranger, you know what I'm saying? Are you people like reasoning so much with your emotions rather than logic? Women?
Of course, women are emotional beings. But again, you know, you always think that this thing will never happen to you.
For sure.
You know, I think the best advice my father has ever given me is never think that you can never get pregnant. Because that is when, you know, when you say, I'm going to have unprotected sex and I'm never going to get pregnant, that is when you get pregnant. At that moment is when,
it's a very good example,
you're always thinking of, I'm never, like, this thing can never be me. Like, I'm smart, you know, like me, okay. And at that time, when you're telling yourself you're smart, you're still saying yes to this person. When should we meet? At what time should we meet? Send me fair. Like, we still do that. But again...
But the point is, this is like the biggest story on the news. Locally, internationally, everybody's talking about it. Even the tiny little radio stations in my village, they're talking about Scarlett. She has been killed in an Airbnb. And this girl has seen this story, just like any other girl, just like any other person. Why is she still going to an Airbnb in the middle of this story that is affecting a girl like her? Why still?
Because after all, we always say like, this thing can never happen to me. It has happened to you, yes, But me?
But the timing,
God
like
forbid.
it's raining outside. Don't go. It's
I have
raining.
an umbrella.
If you have an umbrella, maybe in El Nino, it's gonna knock you out with your umbrella and everything.
But let's just say, it's wrong timing. I'm a wrong person, because how many people went to the Airbnb that night?
People still do.
Even right now as we speak, how many people are in an Airbnb?
People still do, and that's the reason why we are having these conversations.
Yeah.
When we have danger right now, this is the biggest story I've seen this year. There hasn't been any other big story on the news. Could be no political story is bigger than this one at the moment. So if we have this at the moment, why can't you girls just chill and wait for safety measures to be put in these Airbnbs, for the government to do this, Just chill. Like these men are not going anywhere. These men are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We are here. Just wait until you feel comfortable, you feel safe. You people were saying,
maybe she felt safe. Okay, she didn't feel safe because
she
of
died.
course she
She died.
Nobody knows when they are going to die. Even when you collapse right now, nobody knows. But then, okay, according to report, they say that she actually felt insecure because she asked the guy that, why are you like asking me out all this time?
Yeah.
Like, why are you insisting? Do you
she
want
felt
to kill
insecure
me?
and she still went.
And she still went.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes, I don't know. I think loneliness is killing us.
For sure. I'm sure you girls are lonely.
Are we though?
Girls cannot be lonely.
You know that people who are not comfortable with their own company. So when you get a small opportunity, when just a guy tells you, oh, you look pretty, I want to go take you out. And you're like, oh my God, someone sees me and they think I'm beautiful. Let's do this, you know. So I think that is also, if you are a father, because I know you're going to be a father, please make sure your daughter or your son is actually treated nicely so that they cannot confuse lust with love.
Okay, and that's a very good point, you know, lust with love, and most of it is just about lust and everything, and the ends and all that. These two cases that we have, like the biggest cases in the country right now, is just a representation of what the girls are going through back in the village. I was at home over the holiday, and the way people think about life, the way people see life in the village is not the way you look at life when you are in town. Life to them is pretty simple. A girl who is 15 could get married, have kids, and it's cool. Nobody's like seeing that as something. But if you're in town and you're 15 and you're pregnant, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So the way we push this message as journalists to girls who are in the village, and the way we push this narrative to girls who are in town, it's like newspapers. The heading that Standard is sending to Nyanza is not the heading that Standard is sending to Nyeri. So how do we really broadcast this message to these girls without stigmatizing or, you know, making them feel uncomfortable?
I think communication is very important, but now how you communicate is the issue here. You know, so I think we have. Like, for example, I am in this organization, Gift to the Love Foundation. We always talk about sex education. For sure. You know, hygiene during your menstrual period and everything. So we've gone, like the other day, early this year, we went to the street kids in Nakuru town. So you're having a conversation with these people and showing them love at the same time. Like, we are here, but we come in peace. We're telling you this, but we don't mean that if you are already in this situation that you've done like the biggest thing in the world. No, you can still recover yourself from this situation. It is good that it has happened, but how do you move on from this situation? So I think love is the most important thing. Showing them love, in as much as you're educating them, it's gonna sing. In as much as it like they won't change immediately, but someone might do something and remember, like, yo, these people came and talked to me, and this is what they said, and this and this and this and this. So what can I do?
I think that makes a lot of sense. It's like when you go to the field to report, and it all like you might see people who look poor. But that's just according to you.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not suffering, but according to you, they're suffering. So don't pity them. Just provide solutions like, yo, we're here now. How can we go forward? You know, moving forward, what do we need to do? And just like solution journalism, solution reporting, I think that's the key. This is happening right now. What do we do as journalists, as people in the media to ensure that we push this message of safety, message of love to the girls, and even not only girls, because in Nakuru, a guy was killed the other day, doctor, I think so.
That doctor.
Message of safety generally in our homes. That's now where this conversation should be going to.
Because I feel like people have really normalized killing.
For sure.
Like right now, people kill and they don't even feel like it's anything. like, why have we got there as human beings? Like, why do we feel like someone has wronged me? The first thing that I think of is just go take an axe and just chop his head. Why do we feel like that is the solution at the moment? Where have we gone wrong as a human being?
Yeah, I understand that. So we of course, you look at the two cases that we have. Most of these cases are actually the ones that we see on the news are happening in town. But with the example I gave, we have so much going on in the villages as well. So going blanket and talking about these stories, regardless of where they happen, is very important. But we're also talking about Airbnbs right now. Mheshimiwa Jalango said the other day that his biggest business is Airbnbs. That's just Mheshimiwa Jalango. People have Airbnbs. Politicians do have these things. How do we make these places safe? How do we make these places like, maybe if you go there and we are not even talking about death, somebody is being killed, something could happen. Maybe you have epilepsy and you're having a panic attack, whatever is going on, health issues. How do we make them safe in a way that if a situation like that happens, somebody can come to your rescue pretty fast?
I'm tempted to say put CCTV cameras, but I'm like, no, because what you guys are doing in this Airbnbs, you're going to traumatize someone. But again,
the CCTVs, that's a nice idea, I'm saying. So,
is it though?
Yeah.
Someone else is going to have to
somebody is handling the business and somebody's watching the footages and everything.
It's like, yo, and then maybe it's your uncle.
So I think maybe to register the Airbnbs, all of them. Maybe the government to do a very serious crackdown. This is like illegal alcohol now. We have to do a very serious crackdown to ensure that all these outlets are registered the right way, because getting registration is easy right now. Somebody can just call you up and they get you registered and you pay the money, they take your money and everything. So I think that's it. The government being serious and doing a very serious crackdown, first of all. Maybe panic buttons, like I said, in here, and and the people renting their houses as Airbnbs to stop that business.
Because I have a friend who like the house they live in is an Airbnb. So if this person gets a customer, anajisort kwingine anaachia customer. So you can't even know if this is an Airbnb or not. The landlord knows this is the person who stays here, but he's not around. A friend is here, because I won't come to the landlord and tell you that ABCD is happening, that a friend of mine is actually a friend of mine is coming over. Kumbe it's just a stranger who I met online, not even online. Online actually.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. And this person wants somewhere to stay. So sometimes I don't know if it's gonna be effective, but let's just try.
Let's just hope, and if you don't do, we don't know. If you don't shoot, you don't score.
Of course.
So guys, we're taking a very short breather right here. When we come back, we're gonna be finalizing this conversation. This is our podcast, and you're listening to it right here on Coelib Radio, alongside all other major digital stores where you actually get your podcast. But also this video is exclusively for Coelib TV. So thank you so much for listening. This conversation continues. We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Turn it up. Let the speakers boom.
Hi guys, thank you so much for your company. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is our podcast. My name is Caleb Koyo, the one's amazing, always amazing. And I got my sister right here, Roksana Gichia Nyambura. She doesn't like that last name, you know what I'm saying? So one day somebody's gonna give her his last name.
It depends.
And I think she's gonna like it, and I think that person is going to take care of her and not kill her, you know what I'm saying? So you like the way the story moved so fast?
Yeah, I do.
Welcome back to this podcast. Of course, we were talking about femicide before we went on that short commercial breather right there. So we're back to finish it in the next few minutes. So over the weekend, I have a friend of mine called Treviros KE. We were on live radio, and in the heart of this conversation, in the heart of the heat, Trevor tells me there's a WhatsApp group where you can actually get girls. You know what I'm saying? So what the girls do is that they send their videos and pictures, and as a man you say you want this one, and you see the number right there, you make the call. So we made the call on live radio.
Wow.
And the girl told us she stays around Langalanga Mwisho. A beautiful place in Nakuru city, you know what I'm saying? If you've never been to Langalanga, just visit Langalanga at 12 p.m.
At 12 p.m.
12 p.m. midday. Don't go there at 7 p.m. or 6. It's a nice place though. So that's the way the story was. So the girl picks her up and she tells us, yeah, she's available. She can hang out with Trevor for 5,000 Kenya shillings, you know, per night, and she's willing to host Trevor at her place. But now that pointed that the bigger picture, what we're actually dealing with right now, because she's ready to host a stranger first of all, Kwake. That's kind of a business, because now this is transactional. But the fact that this is a stranger, you know, shows you how you girls are at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Is it that you don't have a lot of, you know, you don't have jobs that giving you income or everything, or you people just don't realize how big this story is, that you people are not safe? You don't understand that you're not safe.
No, we do, clearly. We do understand we're not safe.
But why are you still inviting stranger at your place?
No, I can't even defend this person, but I feel like this is a person who has been in this business for quite some time. You know, I feel like economically in Kenya, everybody is suffering. Everybody is suffering. Be it a woman, be it a man, be it a child, an old, whatever. Everybody is suffering.
For sure.
And I told myself I'll never judge anybody who is selling their body for cash, you know, because you never know their story. But again, if you can find something else to do, because this is the easiest way, like, we get targeted. Because majority of men think that the easiest way to get a woman is through money. Is it? Is it though?
That's what I'm asking you. You're the woman. You're the people who are being, you know, are the people on the other side of the story.
Everybody loves money. Even you love money. Have you seen men, how they behave, broke men, how they behave in front of rich men?
I'm broke, and I always behave weird. So this story is happening right now, and this girl is still accepting a stranger into her home. That's the only business she knows how. That's what she's been doing, maybe for the longest time ever. So how do we move now if it's still going on like this?
I feel like safety starts with you, number one. Number two, let's just stop killing each other. Because if this is business, it's business. I mean, it's just the same way you can come, I sell you my clothes. It's business. So you can shop ya mtumba. It's not like you guys have known each other. So what you're saying, to your doorstep. What you're saying is we should be looking at you people as human beings. No, you're saying it's business. It's business. So should we be looking at girls as property? Not as property, but if this person, you know, sexual whatever, is all about consent. Yeah, we've agreed. We are not dating. You know, we are not dating. You want someone to have fun with. I want money. And that's cool. That's business. That's cool. The point is safety. Safety. Why she's allowing stranger into her own home in the middle of the biggest story possibly for the next 6 months. How is she going to like survive? She's desperate at the moment. She needs the cash. We have, you know, Nakuru County is the only county with a lot of female leaders, from the governor, MP, women, whatever. A lot of them are right here. Why is it that women, small, young girls, can't have decent jobs to do or jobs to do? Now they have to resort to things like this. Funny thing, we have women representatives, we have women in the government. I don't even know her name though. I don't even know the name of the senator or the women representative. No, the senator is called, what's the name of this lady? I know her from Naivasha. But you also don't know her name? I know her name because she has been trending for the last year. She was trending for quite some time. And even before she got the seat, she was also trending. But now, no woman who is in parliament, who is whatever, who is a leader somewhere in Kenya, has spoken about this story on femicide. Nobody has spoken about it. But now, as ladies, of course, we, like for example, we always call Nakuru girls because the majority of the leaders are women and everything. But if we cannot find support from the women that are actually leading us, then how are we going to like move forward? Because Nakuru has been listed among the most
the red zones and everything. Yeah,
exactly. What are our women leaders doing about that? It's happening here. So what should we do? What's the solution? What's happening on ground?
I think that's
our
a very
president of late has been coming to Nakuru like almost every weekend.
He's renovating State House, Nairobi. So he's staying here. I don't know why he didn't go to Mombasa. Even alivuka paka mwaka huko.
Yes, actually, even like the other Saturday, not this one, the other one.
He was around.
Still here. He was still around.
And rumor has it that some people saw him in town at night. In a vehicle, just like chilling
and everything.
With someone who is closer to someone who is a very serious leader in this county. So it's just like the president is here quite often. So I think there's so much that the government should do. There's so much that the women in power can do for specifically for girls, and there's just so much that we can do for the boys as well. Because I think if we push one side of the story, if we empower the girls so much, and we leave the boy like this, then at the end of the day we ain't gonna be doing anything because you girls still work with us in the same offices, live with us in the same houses and everything. So if we are frustrated, an empowered girl is even going to frustrate me more. If we're not on the same level, maybe that can lead to more deaths, more injuries and everything. So we want the balance to be right here, the boy and the girl. But right now, the conversation majorly is about keeping our girls safe and everything.
Actually, because we just have to stop violence. We just we have to stop killing. You cannot defend a murderer by just saying that those women are cheap. They just want money. Everybody wants money. That's why you've woken up to go to work. Everybody wants money. But just because someone wants to sell her body, that shouldn't be a reason why
you should kill them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So finally, this is the last question I'm asking you. I don't know how this is gonna sound. Do you feel like this is a plan to silence women? You know, because they've been so much empowered. Everybody's talking about the girl child, and the men have been wanting to have conversations, wanting to speak, wanting to express how they feel, and nobody's listening. And now we're out, and this is the only way we know how to communicate. So we are like, we have to silence these women right now.
I feel like I believe in that like 90%.
Yeah.
Because of late, us as women, we felt like men hate us.
Yeah.
For the longest time. Actually, late last year, there was this trend going on Twitter. People saying that, what was it? Girl math and boy math. There was this debate going on when men were saying that, why can't I remember these things?
It was just like maybe they were trying to weigh.
Yes, but it was so evident, like men hate women. Is it true that you guys hate us?
Deep down, there's some frustration owing to the fact that everything that we see on the news, every movement that is going on, every opportunity that we have, girls are always being given priority. And sometimes it might be a case like this girl who is being considered is not skilled enough. But she has to be there because, you know, girls first, girl empowerment, girl child. When we see these organizations coming through, going to the villages, they're always looking for the girls, which I know you're more vulnerable. But my point is, you were that considered, you're that empowered, but you still stay with me in the same house as your brother. So I'm frustrated because nobody's looking at me, nobody's showing me love, you know what I'm saying? So when it turns like this, there is nothing you're telling me as my sister. I'm like, yo, usiniongeleshe hivyo.
But I feel like it starts with the parents.
For real.
Because if your father, like, let me just give an example. I was studying with someone whose father used, akuwa anatumia pocket money. Like, he used to call the dad, and the dad anamwambia wewe ni mwanaume endo katafute.
That's what I'm saying.
But the sister alikuwa anatumia like almost, I don't know, like this person was always loaded. So it ended up like the sister atumia pocket money, then atumia bro yake. Because the dad feels like you're a grown up, when ni mwanaume, jikaze kimwanaume. You know, so growing up utajua, kuna hizi frustrations from home, you know, classes, from going to work, like everything munapewa stress mingi, you know. So if we as parents, future parents,
manifesting,
show our boy child and even girl child love, like showing them that you're enough.
For sure.
It's gonna like change everything because this person will grow up knowing that
Someone cares.
Someone cares.
For sure.
I'm enough as I am, you know. And that is where it starts everywhere. The conversation starts from there.
There is no better way to finish this podcast today than whatever you've said right there, because I feel seen as a boy, and I think that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
But the main message we're putting out right now is we need to keep our girls very safe, and you have only one responsibility: to ensure that the girl in your life is safe. That's your sister, that's your girlfriend or your girlfriends, that's your fiance, whoever, that's your shosho,
your mom,
that's your nyanye. Ensure they're very safe, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. We see you again next week, hopefully, with another installment of maybe the story that we consider the biggest at that time of an on news. Thank you. This is Rokim.
This is me, Roksana Gichia.
We're going to see you next time. Shout out to Kevin behind the camera. Shout out to Wallace, a proud owner of an Airbnb. Registered, you know what I'm saying?
Government, Rikali.
See you.
See you next week.